Okay, so now I'm going to keep going and I'm going to do example 1 in Minitab without time. Okay, why am I going to get rid of time? Because remember, in the previous video, I showed that it wasn't significant. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go to Minitab, and then I'm going to go to Stats, Regression, Fitted Regression Model, and I'm going to get rid of time. Okay, everything else is going to be the same. I'm going to keep my graphs the same, except I'm going to get rid of time here because I don't need it anymore because I kicked it out. So I did okay. All right, so what happens again is basically everything that we did before. I get different stuff and I can look at it again, okay? So let's go look at what the results were. And I put them in the PowerPoint, so I'll make it easier to look at. Okay. Okay, and remember I took out time there. All right, so let's look. Well, if I look at this, my normality plot is a little bit better. I still have some stuff that's off the thing, but it's a little bit better. Residuals seem to look more like a normal distribution. I'm still seeing those 2 distinct groups, but that's okay. And then I'm not going to remember, we're not going to go over this. Okay. So let's look at our residual plots. I didn't put them in here, but let's look at them right fast. Okay. So here it is for concentration. Looks basically the same. Same for ratio. I still have that curve, but I'm not going to worry about it. And then temperature looks pretty scattered. All right, so then let's look at the analysis of variance. It might be easier to look at it here. Okay. Oh, so look, p-values. P-values are still really good for the overall model. It's still 0. Concentration is 0.025, ratio is 0, and temp is 0.27. So all those are still significant. And here's the F values if you wanted to look at those. So you might have to report the F value, so it's 21.67. All right, so that looks good. So we did that, so the overall model is still really good. Okay. Okay, so then the model summary. Okay, remember with time it was 62.81. Without time, it's 61.46. It hadn't really gotten any better. So maybe I'm looking at this is the best this model is going to be. Okay. So again, the model didn't improve much, but I still took it out just to look at it. Okay. All right, so let's keep going. Okay, again, I looked at my p-values. They're good. All right, so our VIFs were good too. 1, 1, and 1. So the VIFs are great. So the VIFs were good again. So how can I talk about this? Okay, so I'm going to make this bigger so we can look at it a little bit easier. Okay. Okay. All right, so here's my equation. Here's my regression equation. Ratings equals negative 0.448 plus 0.1548 concentration plus 0.2161 ratio plus 0.01117 temp. All right, so again, if I had a concentration, a ratio, and a temperature, the concentration value I'd put here, the ratio value I'd put here, and the temp value I'd put here, I could get the rating value. That's basically what I'm going to do with it. Again, I can use this to make predictions. And if I go back to my here and I look for my new stuff, oh, cool. I got rid of that value, that large residual, by taking out the time. Okay, so that's what was going on. I don't have any large residuals, so my model preferably is better. So what's my conclusion? Okay, so the conclusion for this is that the temperature, catalyst ratio, and formaldehyde concentration have p-values that are less than the level of significance. These results indicate that these predictors have a statistically significant effect on wrinkle resistance. Even though the residual graph of rate still had a curve in it, the p-value showed statistical significance. This is the regression model I would use since it met all my assumptions. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my assumptions and look. All of them were met. There was an independent of residuals. There was no multilinearity because my VIFs were all small. I had no outliers or points or influential points. And the residuals appeared to be approximately normal. How do I know that? If I go down here and look, this looked approximately normal and that followed the normal curve. So this is a better model for me because I met all those assumptions.